Ooh, nice big adult mice. You can't feed pinkies because pinkies aren't developed yet. The adult mice have the bones, have the fur, have the guts, everything that this animal needs to grow up. So this snake is really good at reversing off the snake of just like that. These snakes are perfectly adapted to go into rat burrows on the sides of rice fields. Oh, look how beautiful she is. I remember when I first got her, she was not that big. Now she's grown exponentially. But mainly for this episode, we're dealing with Allison, the black mamba. Woo! Yikes. Oh boy, want some food? Want some food? Up, up. Up, up. Come on, up, up. Good boy. You want some mouse? You want some mouse? Right there. You gotta learn to eat off the glove because pretty soon you're gonna be flying long distances now that he's got his feathers growing out. Look at this. Bagoy's getting so big. Check this out. He's gonna show his wings off. Look at this. Look at those wings! Huge feathers, and in a matter of weeks he grew these feathers, which is really important while we're feeding whole prey items, adult mice. Come on, that's all for you, dude. You need to start learning to eat off the glove. I can't keep regurgitating it for you. You want that? Come on, right there. That's all for you. That's all for you. Look, go for it. Good boy. Get a good grip. Get a good grip. So Bagoy's getting bigger. He can fly now. He's flying all over this pool deck area, which is basically his grow out area, his aviary. And since he's been able to fly all over the place, this is the perfect time to start training him to fly to the glove for food. He needs to realize that every time he flies to me and lands on this glove, he gets a treat, which is an adult mouse, right? How about you just take that so you know that's good, right? Ooh, nice big adult mice. You can't feed pinkies because pinkies aren't developed yet. The adult mice have the bones, have the fur, have the guts, everything that this animal needs to grow up. When they're real young, these chicks, they need as much calcium as possible because they're popping out all these new feathers, right? How do you feel? How do you feel? Let me, what? Oh, really? Oh, you're right. We actually have a lot of crazy stuff to do today. Not you, but specifically me. I have to deal with Allison, the black mamba. She came out of shed and she is ready to go. I gotta make sure her enclosure's nice and cleaned up, but mainly you gotta make sure that, what are you doing? Mainly got to make sure that everyone's taken care of in the snake house. For the most part, everyone's good. They got food, they got water, they don't have any poop in their enclosures. But Allison, what are you doing? Allison and the Indian cobra that's not too friendly needs to get its enclosure clean. They both went through sheds, so we're going to take care of Allison, the 10-foot long black mamba, and our Indian cobra. And you just relax with Barra and you hang out, okay? Barra, take your friend. Take your friend. Go play. Go play. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry, give me 1 second. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Serpentarium. So what we're going to be doing today is dealing with three snakes. We're going to be dealing with the Indian cobra right here. This is the most cantankerous defensive Indian cobra out of the 4 that I originally got. I rehomed 2, and I kept these other 2. This one right here is no joke. Flies off the hook, reverses off the hook. It's just so defensive, I didn't feel comfortable rehoming it to a new facility. So this snake's gonna live the rest of its life with me since it's so snappy. And we're also gonna be dealing with Kevin, the king cobra. As you can see, Kevin is looking really good, but he also has a lot of spicy meatballs inside his enclosure. We're not dealing with Kevin on the main channel. We're gonna be filming that for the Patreon. So if you guys don't have us on Patreon, subscribe to our Patreon, Chandler's Wild Club. You guys support us on there. You're supporting the big goal of this facility. Thank you so much. But mainly for this episode, we're dealing with Allison, the black mamba. Allison, she's actually cruising around right now. She had a small rat last night, so she feels somewhat content. But if you notice, there's skin everywhere, and there's poop in the corner, and it looks like she needs some fresh water. So we're gonna actually have to service her enclosure, and for that to safely happen, we have to get her out of the enclosure and then stick her into a vision cage to secure her. Because we can't try to stick her inside a holding receptacle. The mambas are so athletic, they're arboreal snakes, which means they are very comfortable up in the trees, no problem climbing out, shooting out. So the best thing to do is give them an elevated area that can go in one side of the cage, close it, lock it, secured and good. And we'll just take out the bushmaster and stick inside the can when we do that. But for now, let's deal with the Indian Cobra. Let's go check out this snake. I haven't pulled this snake out since about 2 weeks ago. Maintenance has been pretty low on this guy, but now that he's eaten, there's a big spicy meatball right in the back, and we got all this beautiful shed. So this snake's gonna look gorgeous, but it's also gonna be on fire right now. So let's see exactly where he's at temperament-wise. I gotta make sure I'm in athletic position because I got this rack behind me, and this snake will fly out defensively. You ready? Hey, buddy. And this is a male Indian cobra, Naya Naya, the classic cobra found throughout India and also Sri Lanka. Look at that snake. Look how beautiful that snake is. Watch that. So this snake is really good at reversing off the snake, just like that. These snakes are perfectly adapted to go into rat burrows on the sides of rice fields, going in and out of the burrows, probing in and out easily so they can hunt their prey. But notice, he just slides off that hook, he reverses like crazy. He's not too bad today. We're gonna take advantage of that just to get him into the can nice and securely. Come on, there we go. It's okay. Okay, good to go, nice and smooth. I said all that hyped up stuff like, oh, he's the most cantankerous, he's the most defensive. He is, but it seems like today he wasn't that bad. That's really good. He's starting to relax a little bit. Or who knows, maybe when we pull him back out, he'll act a little different. We've got some shed right here looking good. Ooh, he just exploded out of that skin. So he's grown like crazy, and that snake could potentially be 5 feet long one day, maybe a little bit bigger and thicker. And it's going to be one beautiful snake, and hopefully one day we can breed Indian cobras and provide the babies for venom labs or zoological displays, because we don't want to sell to private individuals. We're not really into that. The whole goal of this is to educate, have all these educational ambassadors for these beautiful snakes, and then if other zoos or if other venom labs need any venom for certain species, we can provide those snakes. So it's a win-win. It's all for education, conservation, and preservation of these beautiful animals. Let's see, we got a little bit more spice right there. Mamma mia. Always want to give the freshest for the snakes. Let's see, we got some more spiciness right there. Mamma mia. Ooh. Let's get the hydrate back there. I'm going to get some fresh water. I'll be right back. Uno momento, por favor. How's my Spanish, Ruth?
Muy bien.
What? Alright guys, we got the fresh water, good to go. I'm going to take this can, move it out of the way. We have plenty of space to work with this snake. Let's see, the lock is right there, the glass is good to go. We can take out this beautiful Indian cobra so we can move on to the big black mamba. Let's see, where are you at, buddy? Alright, so he's just hanging out right there, taking a sip of water at the bottom. Come on. There we go. Let's see how he's doing. Ooh, hello. Hey, buddy. Look how beautiful that snake is. Look at his hood. There's almost like a bluish hue on the back of that hood. He is so pretty. This is such a beautiful snake. And he's not that big right now. He's only about a 2.5, 3-year-old snake. And these snakes could easily get roughly around like 5, 6 feet long, nice and thick. Look at that hood. Look at that. And then easily just trying to reverse. Let's get him right back inside the enclosure. Nice and easy. Wow, that was actually pretty pleasant for moving him out. Usually he'd be nuts, and believe me, I don't like to keep venomous snakes high up, but at the outpost when I used to have them high up, you'd open the enclosure, they'd fly out, come flying out at you, so it'd be real dangerous, and you'd always have to be on your toes. But any situation, you gotta be on your toes, you gotta be keen, you gotta be ready for action, you gotta be ready for anything. Ruth, what the hell?
You weren't ready.
Okay, so anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna take my beautiful bushmaster, my female, stick her inside this snake holding receptacle so we can make sure she's nice and secure, and then we're gonna use her enclosure for Alice and the black mamba to stay in while we service her enclosure. Like I said, we do this because the black mamba doesn't want to sit contently in a can, and I can't maneuver a black mamba the same way I maneuver these king cobras. It's a different species of snake. It's a totally different field. So let's make sure we do everything nice and safely today, because one mistake with a bushmaster or a black mamba, and no one's going to be talking about it afterwards, because 80 to 90% lethality rate with envenomation, there is no room for error. Oh, look how beautiful she is, the most beautiful bushmaster in all of St. Lucie County. Ooh, oh my goodness. She is just so beautiful, and she did eat a rat not long ago. So I've got to be so smooth with how I move her around. Let's be nice and gentle. Oh, look how beautiful she is. I remember when I first got her, she was not that big. Now she's grown exponentially. Look, oh, yes. That is such a cool snake. All right, we're gonna close this up. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, the bushmasters are my favorite vipers on the planet. Biggest viper species on the planet, getting up to 12 feet long. The South American bushmaster, Lachesis muta. The scientific name translates to silent death. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take out her water bowl. It's nice and clean because I just cleaned out her cage the other day. So we're gonna leave all her stuff right there. We're gonna leave that paper towel in there. So after the black mamba comes out, we just wrap that up, put a new paper towel in. All right, you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Ruth, are you ready?
Yay!
So, Allison the black mamba, she was given to me by a good friend named Albert Killian. He retired from keeping venomous reptiles, and he was nice enough to let this animal live the rest of its life with me, along with about 9 other venomous reptiles that he rehomed to me. So, she's a real good snake. You know, for a black mamba, she really isn't that bad-tempered. A lot of people hype up the black mamba, and for very good reasoning. They are one of the most athletic venomous snakes on the planet, and could easily put you in a coffin. People have been bitten by black mambas and literally died in 30 minutes. If you were to get bit by a venomous reptile of any species, they got fangs. If they get you into the vein, it becomes intravenous. A snake that's not even that potent, you could potentially die, because now that venom travels faster and through your heart. So it's very important to take every single venomous snake that you encounter very seriously. Okay, so she's already out of the box. Let's take advantage of her right there, because now I don't have to pull out that whole box. Let's see how she is. I'm going to go nice and smooth. She has no stuff shed at all. She looks great for her being an African snake. This nice hot snake house is perfect for her. Oh, look at her. Look at that snake. That is a 10-foot long, 10-foot long black mamba. What a beast! Right into the enclosure, nice and smooth. Let me see if I can just get that closed a little bit. I got her to, ooh, don't swing back on me, come on. Wait. Oh, mamma mia. Looks like we have a spicy situation on our hands. Let's try and lift her. Just like this, nice, easy. Come on, turn your head. Right in there, nice and dark. Woo! Yikes. That could have been a big mistake right there. She can still pop her head out. Let's try and get that closed. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. It's not over yet. We gotta close that little gap. Just a gap like that, and she can easily shoot up. There we go. Locked. And secure. Guys, look at her. She's a beast of a black mamba, coming real slow. Be careful, because the bright light she might not like too much. Look at her. She's hanging out right there. She's flattening out her neck. They flatten out their neck like that because they are in the same group as cobras. They are not in the true cobra family, Naya, but they are in the Elapidae family. So the front fixed fang snakes, coral snakes, kraits, mambas, cobras, even the king cobra. So this snake actually has a false hood. When it gets upset, it flares the hood up. And if you watch enough of like Dingo Dinkelman's videos in Africa, when he comes up on a big wild one, some of them will actually hood up off of the ground like a king cobra, flare up their neck, gape their mouth open, showing you the black interior of their mouth, which is how they got the name Black Mamba. Ooh, my goodness. Did you just burp, or was... Oh, that was my caiman. My caiman over here just went, ow, ow, ow. You like the black mamba? You like the black mamba? Oh, you're so cute. You hungry? Oh, yes, you are hungry. That's Bridget, the broad snout caiman, but this episode's not about her, so stop making it about you! Anyways, so what we're gonna do now is wipe the sweat off my forehead, because it's been a really long day, guys. In between filming and taking care of the animals on and off camera, I have to deal with so much crazy stuff in between production, the house, the things that are going on around this property, me dealing with the county, attacking my permits and whatnot. There's just so much stuff going on, but when it comes to walking into this room and dealing with the deadliest snakes on the planet, everything needs to be put down. My mental focus needs to be strictly on the snake I'm handling. If you guys ever work with dangerous wildlife, understand you need to be 100% in the game when you work with these animals. You never want to be flustered in the head. You don't want to be clouded, because if you're thinking about an argument you just had with your wife or with your mom or whatever the situation is, if you're flustered in your head, you are in no position to be messing with a dangerous animal. One wrong move and you're done. But you know what? We did it! High five! Oh, up top! All right, beautiful people, so let's get her enclosure nice and clean. As you can see, we've got a big chunk right here that's just crusted all over. That's most of the shed, actually. It's just all bunched up. It's a real shame that this isn't a whole shed, because I'd love to frame up one whole piece. And she does shed the whole entire shed completely beautiful, not one little rip or anything. But this time it was just in chunks. But look at this. This is the tail of Alice and the Black Mamba. This is where the cloaca is, all the way to the tip of the tail. That's how long her tail is. Look at that. That's crazy. That's gonna let us know that she's an arboreal snake, that long arboreal tail. You know what? I'm gonna leave this here because even though it's not a whole shed, how about the tail of a Black Mamba? That's pretty cool. I'll give it to a friend of mine. All right, so let's get out the rest of this stuff. There might be more shed in her box, so let's take a look. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is all the scales from the head and an eye cap. That is just too cool. That would make an amazing like necklace pendant. You know what, Ruth? Why don't you take this?
Thank you very much.
There you go. I hope I didn't break it just then. Anyways, so let's get this cleaned up. Get the rest of this skin out. That's just all broken up pieces. We're gonna make sure her enclosure's nice and clean so she's nice and happy when she goes back to her setup. And she has a lot to look forward to because after all this craziness is over with the county, I can continue on my plans with the Serpentarium. You know, I'm gonna put the drywall up, I'm gonna put an AC unit in here. There's a lot of good things coming down the road. And she's gonna get her own custom enclosure so she has more space. Like, this is a lot of space, but let's give her more space. You know, if the King Cobras are gonna get walk-in enclosures, then she should definitely have a nice setup. Not really a walk-in Black Mamba enclosure, but definitely a space enclosure to make this Mamba nice and happy. All right, let me get the rest of this poop. Oh, spicy ramen noodle. Oh, wow. Oh, mamma mia. Ever since I had that that cold, I haven't been able to smell anything, and snake cleaning has been so much easier. All right, let's get this moved to the side. We're gonna get her some fresh H2O. Ooh, Niagara Falls. Oh, almost missed this one. It's a little gift from God right there. Why is it green? Anyways, all right, let's move on. Let's get her some fresh water. I'll see you guys in a split, and then we'll put this Black Mamba back where it belongs. Perfect. Cage is clean, good to go. We can stick Alice and the Black Mamba back where she belongs. Let's get on our serious faces. Okay, let's do this. Ooh! Namaste. Mamba. Okay, let's do this. So, I'm gonna unlock the enclosure. We're gonna go real slow at first, and then try to get her right into that enclosure. Hey, sugar puss. All right, let me see if I can get that hook gently right under her first third. There we go. Hello, Allison, you beautiful Black Mamba, you. Whew, the longest venomous snake in Africa, and the second longest venomous snake on the planet. Black Mambas can get up to 14 feet long, and she's just 10 feet long. Also, she's only about 8 years old, so she'll grow even more. Look at that. She knows to go right back to her home. She's not gonna sit out here and strike at me a whole bunch. She doesn't wanna waste her time trying to go after me, because at the end of the day, a Black Mamba is not designed to eat humans. It's designed to eat things like birds, rodents, other reptiles like chameleons. Ooh, relax. So it's just on me to handle her correctly and make sure I'm not in her way. All right, so let's lock this up and make sure it's nice and secure. Ooh, all right. We're good to go, guys. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me on my wild life, and I'll see you guys on the next one. If you want to help support the channel on Patreon, go to Patreon, be a Patreon member. You guys supporting us on there help support the big goal of this facility and everything we're doing. And also, if you want a little more than extra content, buy yourself some Chandler's Wildlife merchandise. Oh, mamma mia, have you seen this new design? Oh, Childish Gambino, the hybrid gaboon with a rhino viper. Look at that design. So trippy. Ooh, I love it. Also, don't forget to check out this design. Oh my goodness, I love that design so much. Can I just, oh, there's another one. Wow, this one's so vibrant. I just want to, Jack, come on. All right, there's one right here in the air. Let me see if I can grab it. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. All right, beautiful people. I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, and most of all, stay passionate. Stick to your dreams. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe. Love you guys. Uno momento, por favor. How's my Spanish, Ruth?
Muy bien.
What?